This is not an isolated event. This is not something that has occurred just in Madison, Wisconsin. This is something that has been a recurrence across the country, across the nation, especially hot off what has happened this summer. So what does that tell you immediately? That this is not an isolated event and that it's a systematic issue as it pertains to the procedures that the police force are using against unarmed teens, and more specifically because of the numbers, the disproportionate numbers against black unarmed teens. I think our family dynamic shows that this is a universal issue because we are not a family of just one race. We are a family of many races. You cannot say that this just affects Tony Sr. and not my sister Andrea, pardon me. And you cannot just say this affects me and doesn't affect my mother. This affects everybody of all races and of all creeds.
Horrible. The worst imaginable situation and scenario possible. It's every mother's worst nightmare. I feel like I'm in a dream and I just want to wake up. What was his reason for taking my son's life? What exactly was it that made him feel like that was his only option? That there was no other option, and that to be death and to propose that sentence on my son. This is extensively more in depth than just the few that we know of. And it's heartbreaking to know that all these children are dying and they shouldn't be. They're not even allowing them to live their lives or start their lives. This is what it seems to me is to be an epidemic. The slaughtering of children and no answers behind it, no retribution. I know that I cannot point my finger at many for the act of one. So I think that there's just the police need to reevaluate their procedures as a whole, and something needs to change. You know, people cannot keep dying, and I think the police have been, like the chief has talked to me, and the police have been open thus far to talking about some form of a change in just the procedures in general. My son keeps me going, and I need to make sure that he didn't die for nothing. He didn't die in vain. My son is my complete and total motivation. Every morning I wake up and I say to him, I'm not going to forget you. I won't let anybody forget you. And we will make some changes. That I won't let you have died on that porch for no reason at all.